So here's the thing, you guys, about when it comes to your dream bodies and the person that you aspire to be in the body that you want to have, what happens is you kind of have this like idea in your head, and it starts usually when you're a young girl, like maybe in high school, when you first start like noticing that body is a thing and that looks are a thing. When you first start becoming aware of your body, you develop people who you kind of like idolize, like girls who you look at and you're like, I want to be like that girl. Like I want a body like that girl. I want to look like that girl. I want hair like that girl. And I know for me, it kind of started with like maybe the popular girls, or it started by looking through magazines and seeing the girls in magazines. And over time, you kind of like try, and maybe there's some times where you don't succeed, or maybe there's just aspects about your body type that just aren't like that, because we all want exactly what we don't have, right? Like the girl with straight hair wants the curly hair. The girl who's naturally thin wants a juicier butt. The curvy girl wants to be skinnier. It's like we all want what we don't have, because the grass is always greener on the other side, right? So where the magic really comes is you work with yourself. You work with the fact that maybe you're an hourglass, or maybe you are this other body type. Whatever your body type is, it's about making the best of that body type. So you know that you are hourglass, then it's not about trying to be a stick thin. It's about saying, okay, how can I make my waist even smaller? If I know that I tend to gather fat on my hips or on my butt, what are the workouts that'll help me with that? And what way can I eat in order to like work with my body type and make me look and feel even better like that girl that I'm looking at and that I admire. I want to be that girl. They're all modeling something, right? So the girls that you're looking at and admiring and wishing you could be like, they are the models of their life. They're modeling something that you really love. So it's about you becoming the model of your life. And so where this really came and how I fell into doing what I was doing, and is that ever since I was 13 years old, even younger, like 12 years old, even ever since I even knew what a model was, I wanted to be a model. And so my life mission was to be a model. So I started going to like these model searches, and it started when I was like, 13 years old. And then they said I wasn't tall enough. And then maybe I went in another modeling competition online, and it would be like, I would get really far, but I would never win. And then even if you look at, I have this big dream to be a Victoria's Secret model and walk the runway of the show. All of those things depend on other people choosing me. All of those things depend on somebody else. Like Victoria's Secret, you have to be a specific height. They want a specific bust measurement. They want a very specific waist measurement and a specific hip measurement. And if you don't qualify in those measurements, you can't even go to a testing. So it's like, for me, I just had a lifetime of feeling excluded, and I had to feel excluded in order to see that it was my sole purpose to create a brand and an atmosphere where it could be inclusive for everybody, for every body type, and that anybody who wants to be a model, to feel like a supermodel, can do that. It's not dependent on if you're 5'2" or 6'1". Like, you get to do that in your life. And like for myself, I just had this big dream to be a model, and what it consisted of was just me getting rejected over and over and over again. So I really had to sit down and say, well, what part of being a model is it that I want? So what's the dream, and how can I create that for myself? And really it was just the photo shoots that I wanted, the experience of feeling beautiful. So I've designed a life where I feel beautiful every day, where I feel like I'm walking the catwalk through Costco just because I feel hot. I feel like I'm amazing. I feel like I'm the model of my life. So every day is a photo shoot. Every day, like, I really just designed it so that my everyday life, I get to look and feel like a superstar, supermodel of my life. And that's what I'm trying to bring to the lives of other women, is that they can be whoever that girl is that you've been looking at, that you've been admiring, whether it be like, you know, one of the girls who's transformed on my programs. Everybody kind of like picks somebody who they kind of feel like they relate to. Maybe you've seen a girl on my program who has the same body type as you or whatever, and you want to be like her, right? So it's about showing you that you can be that girl. All you need is the right tools, and you've just got to figure out how to do it in your life. There's nothing that says that she has something better than you. It's just she's figured out what works for her, and she's figured out how to be confident in her own skin, and she had her own issues. So this isn't limited to the person who only has 20 pounds or 30 pounds or 5 pounds or 100 pounds. It's like, no matter where you're at in your journey, no matter how many pounds you need to lose, you get to be included, and you get to feel like you fit in wherever you want to fit in, right? It's not even actually about you fitting in with the skinny girls or the cool girls or the whatever girls. It's about you feeling worthy of being around whatever type of people. Like, we've all walked into a crowd and felt like we were the fattest one. I felt that. I've had it where I felt like I was the fat friend, and it wasn't that my friends didn't love me because I was the fat friend. It wasn't anything to do with that, but it was how I felt, right? So I don't want to feel like that. And so now the thing is, I can walk into a room, and I actually want to walk into a room where I feel like somebody is richer than me or prettier than me or more successful than me, because that helps lift me up. I don't go towards insecurities. That inspires me, and that helps me because I believe in myself. So I can be around people who are achieving things that are on a higher bar than me, and I can find it inspiring instead of just getting instantly super insecure right away. So it's like, where are the areas in life where you tend to get insecure when you're around people who you feel like have better bodies than you or better something else than you? Where do you instantly go? Does that make you excited? Does it make you feel inspired? Does it make you feel like you believe in yourself and that you can do it? Or does it make you feel instantly insecure? And that says a lot about just where you're at right now. So it's like, okay, where's my confidence at? Where is my body at? And how can I put myself in an atmosphere where other people are doing the things that I want to do, and I know that I can do it too, right? There's no reason why all these other women can do it and I can't do it. It's not because I suck. It's just because I haven't had the right tools and the right knowledge and all of that. And so this time I choose to go at it differently, and I choose to look at how this can fit for me in my life instead of trying to fit what other people are doing and just do what other people are doing. I want to do what I want to do. I want a goal to do a photo shoot that fits me. So if I want to do a cowgirl style photo shoot, or if I want to do a Vogue style photo shoot, or if I want to do a bikini photo shoot, or if I want to do jeans and a t-shirt photo shoot, like, when would I feel the hottest? What snack do I want to eat? How is this going to work with my schedule? It's about figuring out what works for you instead of doing what Jack Off Jill down the street did and saying, oh, well, she eats this, so maybe I need to eat that too, right? And again, that's where my program is different, is we personalize everything. So when you see all these women doing it, they're all using like a general guideline, but they're all doing it differently in a way that suits them and their life. So that's where it comes in really different. And I've got different levels for my programs, whether you want to start off at $100 kind of like cookbook and meal plan template, or up to my level 2, which is like automated. You get nutrition coaching, you learn how to pair food together, you learn how to portion it, you learn how to time it, you learn how to cope with your stress better, you learn how to time management better, you learn how to really get to the root of your eating issues, of why do you choose the cupcake, why do you skip the workout when you know you shouldn't, like really getting to the root of those issues so that you can keep the weight off forever, right? And in addition to that, you'll be able to ask me any questions in a Facebook group and I'll answer you. And then I have my level 3 program, which means you're also adding on one-on-one contact with me through like a Voxer voice app. So we're talking back and forth about whatever it is that you need to talk about. You can send me your food journal. I can look it over. I can say, okay, this is what I would tweak. This is why you have munchies. This is why you haven't. And then we talk about whatever is going on in your life as well. Okay, well, I'm feeling unmotivated. Okay, well, let's dig into why. Okay, I'm feeling really cravey for sugar. Okay, here's some things that you can have, but also why is that happening? That kind of thing. So you can message me if you have more questions.